Okay, so it's February 13th. I planted these again with dandelions. Nothing is still happening. So I am now planting two different kinds of bok choy. This is day 37. I updated this with some fish emulsion. The dandelion is almost as tall as the light on the lowest setting. So it's getting very tall. I've been eating the arugula and using it. So I planted the bok choy yesterday. So it's been, oh Lord, excuse the ashy hands. You know how it goes sometimes. And already the seed is, I see something happening inside with the seed. And I took it out with tweezers and it's already germinated. This one is not quite ready yet. It's a brand new not brand new. It's a different kind of bok choy than the one on this unit, which is looking pretty good. And the endive is very full. And there's two bok choys. I took off some of the leaves that were discoloring. Like even this one is kind of discoloring. I added some more, again, fish emulsion to this one. And the next time I'll add the standard liquid feed that comes with the unit. I'm trying to mix and match and give it different options. Thank God there has been no issue with any bugs or pests. And then over here, you're looking at the Tiny Tim, which they're looking pretty good. This one is still very small, but that one is doing its thing. I just fertilized the tomatoes today with the More Bloom. So hopefully that will bring something to flowering. Just giving periodic updates, and I'll put them all together in one video. But I'm really looking forward to having tomatoes inside, and then that's the bean sprouts, which I've been harvesting for the chickens, and that's what I've been doing. I've been using this fish emulsion. It's seaweed emulsion, seaweed fertilizer. I've had this for over maybe almost 2 years now. A little goes a long way. So I'm using that in the hydroponics. And I've also been using some More Bloom. I use it but once. I will be using the standard hydroponics feed. But when I started using the fish emulsion, the color looked a lot richer for the endive. It was getting kind of yellow and it added a lot more green to the plants. So between the More Bloom and the sea kelp mix, that's adding better nutrients to the hydroponics. And then, yeah, this leaf is this is not really, whoops, looking too good. So I'll take that off and feed that to the chickens. But other than that, it's looking really green now. So you guys can see, looking very green. I've been using some of the endive for some tacos and some salads. I'm glad that I learned not to plant every cell. It was just too much competition. So just use some of the pods. If you're going to use all 10 pods or 12 pods, use them and then transplant them to something else once they get to a certain size and have been germinated. But this is how it's looking. Yeah, don't use all 12 cells to keep the plants in for the long term. It's too much competition and each plant has different needs. So this year I simplified it, try to grow more of the same thing. And then I wanted more dandelion, but I'm just not having any success germinating any other ones. Same pack of seeds, but I put 2 seeds in each time and I'm not getting any germination in the other sponges for some strange reason. So I will try them again in the coconut coir because I do want to be able to juice these. It's very good for cleansing your blood. All right, thanks for watching the update and I will see you soon. Hey everybody, it's Urban Gardening Chronicle. Today is, I think it's March 22nd. I can't remember now, or 23rd. This is the one of the Tiny Tim tomatoes under the shelf. You can see there's a little bit of a tomato forming on this one. I don't see that many on this one. Down here is the other Tiny Tim. It's a much bigger plant. It's starting to flower, but it's not as advanced as the other ones. It was too big to be under the light, so that's probably what it is. So this is, let me zoom out. This is the other plant, looking healthy, and there's some flowers forming. A little bit of flowers forming, but it's way behind. This unit, I'm having some problems. The endive look like it's not doing well. The bok choy, I think it's time to harvest them. This endive. And when I come here, it smells kind of fishy. I don't know why. I think it's the water. So I'm going to show you guys. There's some mold spores on the actual roots. You can see that more than that side. And this is what's happening on the endives. I think maybe the fish fertilizer or something maybe wasn't a good thing to mix back and forth. So you can see, I'm going to empty this one and clean it out. The power went off on this unit, but what I think happened is when it was time to refill it, I should have just emptied everything out and cleaned it off, sanitized everything and started fresh. So that's the one unit. This unit is dandelion greens, looking good, good for juicing. These 2 pods I replanted a few times and it's still nothing. Nothing came up, so it doesn't like, the bok choy doesn't like it there. The arugula did well. One of them is actually flowering, so I'm going to just let it go to seed. And then the third Tiny Tim tomato is here. I raised the light on this unit to shine on it more. You'll see some more flowers. I'm trying to get into the shot there. Some more flowers there. But there's about 3 tomatoes here. Yeah, 3. No, it's more than 3. About 7. There's 3 on this cluster and maybe 3 or 4 on that cluster. So that's what's going on with the WIG. I had to raise the light. So this is about more than 10 inches tall. The dandelion greens look very healthy, but I didn't get any success with these 2 pods, and I tried multiple times, and then it was looking okay, but now it's literally a dead string. I'm going to sanitize those sponges and peroxide and try again and keep this unit going. But this first unit is going to be cleaned up, thrown out. These greens are no good. I don't think even the chickens will eat these. These are just no good. And just start fresh. I might rinse off the roots of the bok choy and keep them, but we'll see, or start them from fresh. I don't see the point of redoing this unit because it's almost time for outdoor seasoning, and outdoor season for gardening, and I don't want to have to worry about aphids in the house. So I'm just going to taper it down, use the one unit, and keep the tomatoes going. Okay, I took out the endive on the WIG, one of the units, so you can see closer that when I pulled it out, it was just totally rotten. The roots are like, they're dead. You can see the mold spores. It actually looks worse than yesterday. It's literally just dead. So I'm going to clean it out because what I do want, I want the bok choy to maybe survive. Now that looks a little difficult because when you look under here, it's looking bad, but maybe I can get a few more days. This is the other endive. I think I'm going to have to pop that out too. But when you look on the top, it's not as bad yet, but it's not, it's coming along. I'll put some peroxide in the water because I'm heading out right now, so I can't really deal with this now, but I'll put some peroxide in the water and I'll put the covers on here. This is what's going on with the WIG. That's why I told you I'll be taking apart this unit and cleaning it up. I'll let these ones finish off. As I showed you yesterday, the arugula is going to seed, and I'll just leave it down to the one unit because I would have to sanitize everything and start from scratch. These may survive. I think I'll change the water when I come back, but for now, I'll put some peroxide in the water, cover up the holes, and when I come back, I might just change the water, and that might help the bok choy survive, but we shall see. Okay, so this is going to probably be the last WIG update because I'm doing a total video. The bok choy there is still standing. The leaves are getting yellow, so I'm going to have to, and the last endive, everything else was removed the last time. As you guys saw, it was, the roots were acting up. No good. These ones, a little better, but not much. They're deteriorating. I put some peroxide in the unit. I didn't feel like cleaning it out because I'm going to just cut it to an end soon. Dandelions, I harvested some more. The arugula has gone to seed, and that one is still going. This tomato is going. It hasn't turned red yet. The Tiny Tim is doing well. That's going good. This Tiny Tim is doing well, but it's bigger than the rest, but it's flowering slower than the rest, so that's that. And the last plant is up here, the other Tiny Tim that's not doing so good, acting weird. All the limbs are falling off at the bottom. It seems to be a little better. I'm letting it, oh, nope. See, look right here. See, another, it's just, I'm letting it dry out. I'm going to up pot it. I'm supposed to do it on the weekend. It was just too hectic, so I will do it tomorrow. I have some more containers that it can go in, a bigger one. Maybe that's why the snowstorm is coming. I thought the last one that happened last week was it. I guess not. So after watching another YouTuber's video, I think I'm going to order some replacement filters for these units so that it doesn't have to, I can just, when I clean the unit out, I'll change the filter. I may wash the old filter, sanitize it, and reuse it, but I can let it properly be cleaned and air dried before I, rotate it back in. So I'm going to give that a try because if you don't clean the filter, that could be possibly the problem. And all the bacteria and stuff just comes right back. But this was a good learning process, much better than last year. Did not have an infestation. I started my journey on January the 1st, but next year, I think December 1st is enough time to kill any outside bugs, so it should be okay. So until next year, guys, keep growing, and we're going to continue with the outdoor growing season. Take care. Thanks for watching.